Hello, so today we're looking at pie charts, and in particular, we're having a think about how pie charts might relate to our understanding that we already have about fractions. And the reason fractions is really important is because um, it's related to our understanding of the whole in the same way that a pie chart is. So, a pie chart represents the whole of something. So, the whole pie chart represents the whole thing in the same way it would with fractions. And we've all seen fraction models like this, kind of that pizza model. And that's basically what fractions are. So for today, what we're looking at is we're looking at what if we have a pie chart like this that is broken up nicely into even sections, just like a fraction would be. Okay, and how this relates to representing data on a pie chart. So if we have a look here, we've got the whole, and then we've got it broken into 8 really neat pieces here. Now, in order for us to understand what each of these pieces represent, in the same way with a fraction we'd need to, we need to understand what the whole is, how many there are in the whole. So let's imagine that this whole is 100, for example. Okay, half of this, so we've got these 4 of the 8 pieces. 4 of those 8 pieces would mean that the blue is 50. Okay, and then from that we can work out that the yellow would be 25, because a quarter of 100 would be 25. We can see that this is a quarter because it's 2/8 there, which is the same as a quarter. And then we have 12.5 and 12.5, which is that 25 again split into 2. Okay, it's 1/8 of 100 here. Okay, so we can see how by understanding fractions, we can understand what a pie chart is representing here. And it's really good for us to see. So when we're representing things in terms of a whole, so if I, for example, might say how much of my energy consumption throughout the day is used up by using my laptop, what I would say was okay, this is my overall energy consumption, the whole energy consumption for the day. And then half of it is used up for my laptop. Okay. And then these might be other things like lights and aircon and stuff like that. Okay, so we have the whole, and then we have the sections. Now, it's not always going to be broken up into even sections here. So with a pie chart, for example, if it is one big section like this, they often won't have it broken up into the smaller sections like so. Instead, it might look a little bit more like this. Okay, but we can still, with our understanding of fractions, see that a straight line through a pie chart, for example, means that we've got a half here, and then you can probably work out that those are quarters here. Okay, so in relation to the whole, we can understand what fractions are then represented by the different colors in the pie chart. Okay, and they might be different sizes and stuff like that. So as a result, because we're thinking about the whole, oftentimes when you see pie charts, they will be, each section will be represented in terms of a percentage. That's often the case, okay, because percentage with 100% being the whole, and then so in this case it would be 100% is the whole, 50% is blue, 25% is yellow, 12.5% is green, 12.5% is orange, okay? So oftentimes the reason we go with percentages in pie charts, or you often see percentages with pie charts, not all the time, but it's because a percentage is another way of showing the whole, with 100% being the whole, and then you've got smaller percentages of that overall whole. And it's the same with fractions, okay? So fractions is a way of showing how much of a whole, a part of a whole, so is percentages, okay? And you see that with the different models of pie charts here. Okay, so use this understanding as you move into the next questions.